It's your girl, the one and only Hilltop. And today I have a special co-host. Man, somebody, just a legend here in Denver. I've been told once before that he was the fastest college player, right? Too much. That was humble. Let me bring and introduce to some and reintroduce to others Mr. Courtney Haysaw, the co-host of the wonderful podcast, This Podcast.
Oh man,
why would I not get it right? Much respect. Stop playing. What up, dog? Hi, Courtney. Welcome.
Oh man, thank you, Hill.
Thank you for being here. So, unfortunately, my lovely co-host is not with us today. So, in filling in, I thought it'd be great to bring another football head, football connoisseur, a local legend. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for the invite.
Absolutely.
I am humble, man.
You humble?
Man, listen.
Stop. I'm humble that you have chosen to join us tonight. And that's perfect.
Hilltop and smooth.
Hilltop is smooth.
Goals.
Stop
y'all are goals.
Gas. gassing me. Don't gas me. Don't gas me.
Why not, man?
I appreciate it. Well, thank you for being with us tonight. We are going to do like we normally do. Y'all know what it is. It's the F Effect, where we talking all things football and a little bit of foolery in there.
Okay.
So let's kick this thing off.
For sure.
Everyone knows, you as well, I'm a diehard who? Chiefs! How about those Chiefs, yo? How about those Chiefs? So we just wrapped up week 12, right?
Yeah.
And wow, a good week, some great games. I want to be very mindful here, understanding that who's your team, you're filling in for a diehard Bronco fan.
Oh,
and is it safe to say you're a diehard Bronco fan?
Yes, man, we back to back in it.
Back to back in what? Oh, okay.
Sade or Smooth,
okay.
As a Bronco fan.
Okay.
It would only make sense for her, for another Bronco fan
to fill in.
Yes,
okay.
To fill in.
Well, let's kick it off. How your Broncos doing?
Oh man, we're not doing too hot.
Listen, I do love y'all new uniforms, and y'all really been going back to the throw. No, y'all going back to the throwback. The throwback. You tried it. Tried. Let's talk about it. How are you all doing?
You still said you love throwback D.
I love the throwback D that you all are displaying. I set myself up. That's a setup. You got me. Set up. Jeez, set up. Anywho, how are you all doing? Let's talk.
We struggling.
Who'd you play this past week?
Oh man, Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a score of 23-10. Oh, Carolina 23, y'all 10. Okay. What's going on with the Broncos?
Man, I think we just got a lack of communication. I think we're struggling at the most important positions. We're struggling at the head coaching position.
True.
We're struggling at the quarterback.
Very true.
But it's kind of perplexing, man. Like, yo, Russell, when you look at now, I know people hate to talk about numbers, right? But when you look at his numbers and look at his career, right? And at Seattle, then he gets to Denver, and it's like, yo, there's no way that this dude would fall off this bus.
I want to say the same too. I mean, a lot of people said in Seattle, a big thing was he had a good defense, right?
Yeah.
He also had a brother named Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
Right? So he does. I mean, he's missing some pieces, right? I'm trying to find the place to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Well, when the Broncos acquired him, the whole thing was let Russ cook. But let Russ cook, right? I think this is my opinion. It's not fact.
Okay.
I think he was trying to break away from that moniker of, I found a lot of my success from the defense and the running game.
Gotcha.
And the overall system that was set up for him at Seattle. Right?
Yeah.
So when he came to Denver, he's like, yo, I can come to a team to where I can kind of do something like into what Peyton did. When Peyton came to Denver, he put in his system.
He did.
He put in his plays. He kind of ran things the way he felt was best, right? For him, right? So when Russ got here, Hackett's whole mantra was, hey, we're doing this for Russ. We're doing this for Russ. This is all about Russ. It's all about Russ. It's all about Russ. Now it's all about Russ. And we might be finding out that Russ is a system quarterback.
Excellent comment. System quarterback.
Russ might not be able to
because he ain't cooking shit.
Yeah, like Russ may be a complimentary piece as opposed to the piece.
Nice. I like how you finesse that. Yeah. Not the piece. Yeah, a complimentary piece. Might be a
complimentary piece.
Got you. Could time be a thing? Could it be we're just do y'all need some time? Is there some?
No.
So there's not a possibility. Like give him next year.
What Tom do?
Time waits for no one.
When Tom went from New England.
Oh, you talking about Tom?
Tom Brady.
Okay, I was still on time.
So
Tom Brady.
Tom and Tom Brady.
Oh, you gonna bring him?
When
up.
Tom went from New England to Tampa Bay.
He got right in there and did his thing. Wasn't no delay.
Yeah.
But y'all trying to say he's the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. And here's the thing, though. I think Russ really wants to be of that ilk. Like
I mean,
he wants to be mentioned.
Is he trying though? I feel like he's good. He's a little calm, right? He's a little calm for where y'all at right now in the season. But I think he's trying to be this leader. But you know, even Sunday, your defensive guy getting in his face, like trying to pep him up, like let's go.
Because he's scripted.
He's scripted. He is very scripted when you think about even from his interviewing component. But I mean, a bad QB or a bad coach with a bad QB with not all the pieces that y'all need. I mean, are people being too hard on the Broncos?
No.
They're not? Okay.
No.
And again, that's coming from you, a diehard Bronco fan.
I'm a diehard Bronco fan, and you know, the fans are not being too hard on the Broncos. It's mediocre football.
Because you're booing, you're getting up and walking out. That doesn't help.
But they sold us a bill of goods.
They did. It was like Russell's coming, and he's the key. He's the fix.
That's right.
So if you had a choice, get rid of Russell, get rid of Coach. We gonna start with get rid of Coach.
Yeah, the coach gotta go.
Yeah, Coach gotta go. So Hackett's out of here. Yeah. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay. Yeah, he's awful. They're just not gelling. I mean, the lack of points. It's been a rough year. I'm not used to seeing this from the Broncos, even when. Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
It is.
But sometimes so this isn't hindsight 2020, right? I know when the Broncos were in the coaching search, I wanted Dan Quinn. And why did I want Dan Quinn is because I wanted the Broncos to kind of recreate the same thing they did in transition from my guy from the Raiders, Josh McDaniels.
Who was not a good coach.
Yes.
Josh is not a good coach.
Yes. So when they fired Josh McDaniels, they went to John Fox, who was a veteran coach. I'm not saying he was this master. I'm not saying he's Belichick, or I'm not saying
he wasn't. Yeah.
He was a veteran coach who knew how to run a team, and he had got a team to a Super Bowl before. Competent guy. He won a Super Bowl as a defensive coordinator. Went to a Super Bowl with the Carolina Panthers. Was a seasoned veteran coach. Right. Came in, got us stable. He didn't take us to he took us to a Super Bowl. He didn't win it, but he got the Broncos stable.
Okay.
Right?
So y'all need some stability.
We need some stability. So we need. Okay. So we had a moment where we went with 3 first-time head coaches: Vance Joseph, Vic Fangio, Hackett. All first-time head coaches, which has led us in this.
We're nowhere. Yeah. So yeah, the coach is what you need. You hope that you can get a coach with a little bit more veteran caliber, and we'll see what happens. Huh?
Why don't you coach the squad?
Yeah? Listen. I damn sure probably could do a better job. Shit, for what dude, I might get y'all some dubs. I might get it done. So y'all got up next, Baltimore. Ooh.
It's gonna be a massacre.
Thank you for the honesty.
It's gonna be a massacre. It's in Baltimore.
It's in Baltimore too.
I'm not expecting too much.
Yikes. Well, you know what? We'll keep looking. We got about 6 more games, 5-6 more games left. You know, we'll see what happens. Well, I guess now y'all like practice squadding. Y'all just kind of throwing it out, just throwing it on the wall and see what happens.
They're all practice squad.
See what's going. See what's happening.
Even Russell's practice squad.
Listen, I still root for Russ. Russ was my guy in Seattle because it's his first year. I want him to be well. I think I'm with that with like a lot of people that are like, give him some time, but it is looking terrible out there. Let's talk about it. I mean, you got a terrible team, and then you've got a great team.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Let's go Chiefs. You know what it is. Kansas City Chiefs. We took on, we about to talk about them. You already know what it is. The Kansas City Chiefs took on the Los Angeles Rams this past week, and we came out with the victory, 26-10. Number 1 in the AFC West, number 1 in the AFC overall, second best team in the NFL.
Means nothing.
It's sure you can hear all of that, but let me give you just the basis here. You know, the game was the Rams are not doing well. Their starting quarterback was out. You know, we took care of business as normal. We definitely had some issues in the red zone. We gonna have to tighten that up.
Yep.
I think we only got one touchdown, maybe 2.
Okay.
But either way, the red zone, we did not do well there. You know, Patrick makes his one little mistake, which he even acknowledged, like, I got to stop making that one mistake. We got an interception late in the game in the red zone. But you know, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with where my team is trending at this point.
What, are you pleased with that?
I'm pleased where we are at as an overall unit. Our defense is really gelling.
We're coming off a game.
Our defense is gelling. You're going to let me finish this first. Our defense is gelling. They're doing what they need to do, of course, with leaders like Chris Jones, who got his 10th sack, so he got his little $1 million incentive. Let's go, CJ.
For the money.
Yep, good play, work hard for the money, as well as like bringing in some of those new ones. Kalafakis, I can't never say his name. Frank Clark. Kalafakis. Frank Clark. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with where our defense is looking like. And then you got little Isaiah Pacheco. Is it Pacheco? I can never say his name, but he's really moving the ball more. So I think we're trying to really get into our running game more. So, you know, I think that we are trending in the right direction at this point in the season. And that's being humble, because I could just be like, we that shit,
Scoring one touchdown against a half man LA team.
Here's the thing. You talking about one game. You just tell me one game.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying what?
Scoring one. You talked about
we gotta tighten up.
No, but the things that you said that you need to tighten up, right? But those are things we worried about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Red zone.
I don't know what worried is about. If you looked at our previous games, red zone has not been a problem. It just showed this game for whatever reason that was. Yeah, we're gonna tighten up, as you always see. We make mistakes and then we come back. And listen, I just gave you the breakdown. I ain't even tapped into who is our quarterback.
Nobody cares about September and October football.
That alone, yeah, but we in December football.
No, y'all not.
We in December football.
No, we
didn't pass November football. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know or have you heard what our ranking is in November. No, lose no games November. That's that's how we get down. We don't lose games in the month of November, December. It's just I don't know. They did the stats. We like 25-0 when it comes to November, December games. So if that still reigns, we gonna fly through these next little. I think some have said the remaining of our schedule is like one of the easiest schedules remaining. So yeah, there's some stuff we gotta tighten up before we make it to the big bowl game.
I'm gonna bust that nut.
I think we got. Oh, you think Cincinnati gonna get us? Because let's talk about it.
No. I said
when we play Denver. Ha. Stop playing. Thank you for putting up who we like. Some would like to say the Jordan and Pippen. This is the Jordan and Pippen of football. Let's talk about it. When you see this combo, you don't get a little nervous, like, oh shit, shit's about to go down. You feel me? Kelsey's balling out of his mind. He's playing some amazing ball. You got Patrick again. Even when he makes his little mistakes, the mistakes look so good. They just look like just one off. It's just a one off for him. He'll get it right.
Sometimes, man, you just gotta let people get their shit off.
Yeah. Well, we got
get your shit off. Like
we balling. I'm bathing all in it. I'm swimming all in it.
Rub it like lotion too.
Swimming all in it. Let's go, Chiefs. I'm so crunk. I'm so hyped with where my team is. The thing is I think people knew we would be good, but I don't think people expected us to be like, the talk is like, again, even when you look at Philly, who is still 10 and only lost one game, numbers say they're the number one team. But when you look at the cohesiveness and the overall of an actual squad, you cannot tell me Kansas City Chiefs do not sit the highest at your list of right now in the football right now.
Y'all don't.
Okay. So who's your highest? Baltimore?
Yeah. Baltimore.
They just lost to the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You gonna talk to me about one touchdown against the Rams and they losing to the Jaguars, who I think have won 3 games the whole thing. I think their season they tied with y'all.
Watch what Baltimore do.
Okay, Baltimore.
Sleeping giant over there.
Well, go Chiefs. Up next, we do have a hell of a game. Going into Cincinnati to play that man, JoJo. Would you say they call him Cool Joe?
But Joe Cool.
Put Joe Cool, is that him? Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's gonna be a hell of a banger, right? Like this could be, yeah.
Where's that game at?
In Cincinnati. What you good? Who you taking? Who you taking?
No, I'm taking.
You going Cincinnati?
Yeah, I'm going Cincinnati.
The disrespect.
Yeah, I'm going Cincinnati.
Let's go Chiefs Kingdom, man. Chiefs Kingdom. This is gonna be a test. Like I think this is a good game for us to have right now at this point in the season to really test our like you said, got to get some things corrected going against a veteran players. So I'm interested to see what happens. But
so what you're saying is you can't make the same mistakes you made last week.
We cannot make this. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think the goal is that we don't want to ever make the same mistakes. But yeah, I have hope. I do question. I told you we just picked up a bum.
Yeah.
We picked up Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
What? The Chiefs don't understand this one. Now, again, he's practice squad. He will not play.
Listen, you pick up Melvin Gordon to prepare you for the Broncos.
Is that what that is?
Melvin Gordon in there giving up he in there snitching.
You think that's what it is?
That's what it is. That's what they do in the NFL.
But y'all sorry. Like, do you think we need intel?
New England is notorious for that. Where they pick up guys, they have no motivation to play them, but just to prepare them for the upcoming game. Even though the Broncos' record is bad, but the Chiefs still want to kind of keep this little string they got going.
Okay, well, I like what you're doing. Let's do it, Andy. So get the inside scoop. The inside scoop. So that game's coming up in a couple of weeks. Piper down me. Smooth will be back for us to talk about that one. That's not what we're looking for. I'd rather bring on some actual.
If we beat y'all.
That's what you hope. Every Bronco player hope that. Y'all praying, please, Chiefs, please. It ain't gonna happen. When's the last time y'all beat the Chiefs?
Oh my God.
When's the last time? Since Peyton Manning's been gone, right?
2015.
Ooh.
We got the bow.
Okay. Well, I won't beat on that. I won't beat on that. So let's talk about some other games. Did you check out any games? Of course, Philly is still doing their thing. They went on to get another victory as they played the Green Bay Packers in a score of 40-33. Aaron went down.
Man,
little rib issue.
Yeah. He's playing with not a full deck.
Is it over for him?
Nah, it's not over for him. Especially the way the game's played now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How protected the quarterbacks are.
Can't even blow on them, right?
Yeah, like he got some more time. The problem is he's playing with a really inexperienced receiving core, which you can see the frustration on his face.
I mean, him and Adams was a good look. That was a 1-2 pal, and now he's gone, so he is having to get back in there and kind of like get this relationship going and jail.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't appreciate the, what you got. You know what I mean?
Don't miss a good thing till it's gone. Don't miss a good thing. Well, he said, he definitely made a comment that he does intend on playing on Sunday.
Okay.
I can't imagine them moving forward or trying to say Aaron's not their QB. Like the guy that came in and covered him, what is it? Is it Bassett? No, he's someplace else. He had a guy that came in. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared there.
Who?
His backup.
Love.
Yeah, Love. There we go. He was pretty decent. He did decent.
He's the heir apparent. You know what I'm saying? He's the guy in waiting. He's the guy that they're trying to groom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not quite ready yet. He was a first round draft pick.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't think I even knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's sitting there ready. He got next.
Yeah, but they was trying, honestly, they were trying to get him to get next last year.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
And then Aaron, but he went loose though.
Yeah, but Aaron went loose, but the guy's not really panning out. But I think, maybe just if we got time for a sidebar conversation, just real quick, I just want to address this based on the fact that you brought up. Well, just think about it. We talked about 3 black quarterbacks, right? Mm. We talked about Jalen Hurts from Philly. We talked about Patrick Mahomes, right? And we talked about Lamar, right?
You said Baltimore is the truth.
So all the teams that are successful have what's in common? Mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But quarterbacks that can move.
That can move.
So the question is the statuesque pocket quarterback, is that starting to kind of get a little
Absolutely. This is going
obsolete?
Instinct. Absolutely. You got to move. You got to move your body. It's no different than how basketball is changing and it's all about the 3. I think this is a time where ain't no more chilling in the pocket. You better move your body. You're going to have to run. Everybody you think about. When you think about Joe, when you think about Buffalo, Josh Allen, Baltimore, like all of them. Even Deshaun Watson. Russ. Yeah.
But I think that's another thing that's hurting Russ, in my opinion. The things that made him successful, he's moving away from. But the things that he's moving away from is what's now trending in the NFL.
Yeah.
He still can move.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he refuses to move.
Now, you need a mobile quarterback. You got to do it.
Mobile.
I seen Derek Carr out there even trying to still move around. Yeah, you were absolutely right. I think there's no longer, it is truly shifting away. We're looking for the speed, mobility. You still need to be able to throw, but yeah, you got to go get him.
But what's great about it is this, now these quarterbacks are mobile and they know how to not take big hits. See, kind of back in the day, you know, the knock was, okay, yeah, you got a mobile quarterback. How sustainable is that? How long can they play? So the quarterbacks that play in the pocket seem to have longer careers, right? So for example, I think that's what's hurting Lamar now in terms of him getting his money. You know what I mean? Okay,
He gonna get
how
his
long?
money,
He's gonna get his money, but how long? How sustainable is it? You know what I mean? For us to pay you with this amount of bread, with the style of play that you play.
Yeah. Listen, I totally agree. I think, again, another point, there's also to a point where, like you said, you can't touch a quarterback, right? So it is a good time to have that, because I even think the defenders are like hesitant to even, like, you get to see, it's like almost these QBs take off and, like, even though they know they give them the grace to slide, right? Because you don't want to get that additional 15 yards and first down. So this is the time for them to be running quarterbacks as well. So with that said, let's see. We talked about Philly being number one. Great. What about that Cincinnati and Tennessee game? That was a pretty good, decent game. That was a good one, because Tennessee contenders. When we talk about the AFC, like
so with Tennessee, we talk about coaching. That what they're doing over there is coaching. Yes, they got Henry.
Got Henry.
But I say it's coaching because, but Tennessee does what they do.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tennessee.
They don't try to trick you.
Yeah.
They're not gonna
play
come
their
out.
game.
And their coach makes excellent in-game adjustments. He manipulates, dude. You can tell he comes from the Belichick. Like the Belichick tree is trash, but the coaches.
Well, I never.
The coaches up under him
are trash.
Pretty trash.
Because that's Josh Daniels. He's pretty.
That's another show to talk about.
It is. Because Belichick's still solid. But
no, he's still.
Yeah.
But I say like, you know, but he's Vrabel. Yeah, Vrabel. Okay, maybe I'm saying his name wrong. He comes from that tree, but the one thing that he's picked up from Belichick is they know how to manipulate the rules to their advantage. Like that's that New England, you know what I mean? So he makes really good in-game adjustments. He makes really good in-game decisions. They focus and they have an identity to their football team that they don't waver from.
That's why you know Tennessee's style of play. You do.
And in the last 4 minutes of a game, they know how to use the rules and use strategy to squeeze out wins.
I agree. Listen, I love me some Derrick Henry. I think they're an excellent team. When I think about the Chiefs and I think about AFC, you know, my thoughts is Buffalo, Miami, Tennessee, Baltimore, right? Those are the teams we have to pay attention to, be on the lookout for. Tennessee's quiet, but I think we got to pay attention. We have to pay attention to them, as we know. I know you're all Baltimore, but
yeah,
you are. But be clear, Chiefs is still there. So with that, how about let's talk about your boy Tom Brady. So in the same conversation we're having about Aaron, is it over for Tom? They took an L to the Browns in overtime.
Nah, but he's trending up.
Is he?
He started the season out rough. He started the season out rough. But there's a lot of shit going on.
I don't think they're not playoff contenders though.
They're not playoff contenders, but I think this should be his last year.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's gonna suck though. You go off, come back, lose your wife, and now you're gonna retire. You should have just stayed out, right?
Man, it's like it's like heroin. Honestly, regardless of what you do, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing that's going to be there's nothing that he can replace.
Yeah.
With the adrenaline rush that he got from football.
That's real.
The locker room, the games, hell, the coming
the
out
rings,
of the tunnel.
Yeah,
Like,
the tunnels,
the
like
ring,
the rings.
like,
I think he thought I could come back and do it again.
You can't. And then in the way they lost last year.
Yeah.
There's
It
nothing,
just keep calling him, man.
There's nothing in his life. I'm telling you, there's not because but just think, like, what he sacrificed. He's literally sacrificed his life for football. He sacrificed his marriage. He sacrificed his marriage. He sacrificed his, man, all the pleasurable shit in life. He sacrificed it for football.
Yeah, he's definitely sacrificing. It's unfortunate. You know, it's one of them things where it's like it's the GOAT, and the GOAT has to retire and sit down, and you know, I'd rather him go out on top, and like, you know, with that, then go out like with a very, very bad record, and just like, you know, not us seeing the Tom Brady that we're used to.
Man, let me ask you this. Real quick.
Oh, we got Giselle up there. You know what? Some say like that stuff was already ruffling with them.
Nah, I don't. But
you think it was strictly football?
I'm a guy, right? And then Tom is the unequivocal. He's the undisputed GOAT. Put it like that. In my opinion.
Okay.
But I have to say, man, I'm totally on Giselle's side in this situation.
Really?
I'm 100% on her side.
And by her side, you mean he shouldn't have went back to football?
He shouldn't have went back to football.
Yeah, I think we all are seeing that.
Cause she's like, yo, she's like, okay, and I'm not caping. I'm not caping.
Caping?
Caping. I'm not caping for Giselle. But and I understand why Tom is doing what Tom's doing. I understand it because there's nothing that like I said, there's nothing that's gonna be there's nothing in life that he can do that can recreate the feeling of football, right?
Yep.
But when you have a woman who sit back for 20 plus years. 20 plus of them things.
Holding it down.
And you done won.
Yeah, we
how many you got?
Six
or 7?
Six.
Okay,
6.
You got 6 rings. You've been to what? 8 of them? You got
Something
6
like
rings.
that.
You've been to 8 of them.
With her right by your side.
People done told you to go.
Yeah.
And you already know the demands and the sacrifices you have to make within the football season. You can't be mad at her.
She done moved on. It's over. It's over. He might as well just stay and like.
Why'd she get the house across the street though?
For the kids' sake.
Yeah,
do it for the kids. What you mean, y'all? Do it for the kids. She got to make sure the kids are comfortable too. She's doing it for the kids.
For the kids at school.
How you think she's sliding over there?
Yeah. She ain't slide over there.
Tommy is about to have the time of his life. He's about to have the time of his life. In and out. They in and out. They in and out. Just like he got her. In and out. In and out. Sure. So yeah, well, you know, again, they did take a loss to the Cleveland Browns, so that was a little like, but hopefully, what you say?
Cleveland's a solid squad. Though.
Cleveland has it. They are solid.
They're solid. They're not a contender, but they're a solid squad.
They are, and guess who they welcome back?
Oh yeah,
Deshaun Watson is back next week.
What's the atmosphere gonna be like though?
What is the atmosphere? How do you feel about that? So I mean, Deshaun.
No, it's not about me. How do you feel about that?
Well, let me get the facts. Deshaun has now been on an 11-game suspension, so he's coming off of that after receiving it from the NFL for his involvement with the cases. 20 plus, right? Of women. What you about? See, let's talk about this for a quick second. Okay, how do I feel?
Yeah, how do you feel about it?
It's a listen, I believe
he young,
you do the crime, you pay the time, and this is his punishment. His punishment. Well, I'm just saying for NFL.
No, but what's the crime though?
With regards to the NFL suspending him from 11 games, I think it's just like conduct, right? The conduct, players' conduct. So I think that he got that, and so for me, he's done. He's done his time when it comes to the NFL's punishment, and so I say he's back, right? Like now, if you're talking about his cases. Mm-hmm. Some still pending.
But they're all civil though, right?
They're all civil. Okay. A lot paid out in court.
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to say. I don't. What is the
question? But as a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you were a Browns fan.
Okay.
Would you have an issue with him being your starting quarterback?
Me? Yeah. Hilltop?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that I would. I wouldn't go to the extreme. It's like, fuck the Browns. I'm not watching this. Da 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 da.
Okay.
I believe innocent until proven guilty, and I think a lot of these cases showed that a lot of these girls went back, a lot of these girls were paid, a lot of this. It doesn't make it right. I truly think that he has some habits that need to be addressed, and he needs to seek, some counseling and whatever it is that has him into that the lifestyle. That
Can he ever get like a massage anymore? Is massages totally off the table?
Y'all, this is not funny. This is no, because I am a woman, and I believe when a woman says no means no. Yeah. Okay. I also believe that if you want to get massages moving forward, that you need to do it in house and do it with someone.
He was doing them in house. He was here.
Do it out. I don't know. Your question's throwing me off. I don't know how to answer this because I don't know. I don't know if massages. I think he should leave massages alone personally. Think he gets head, neck massages, sitting at your head.
He's the head and neck.
Just the head, neck, head, shoulder.
Wait. Okay.
And this little part right here where you can sit down.
I'm glad you clarified.
Get this and get on up. Like I don't think he needs to.
You talking about head and neck?
I'm talking about head, shoulder, knees, and toes. I'm talking about head, neck. This part right here. I think that he should eliminate the full bodies.
Yeah.
And again, if he's gonna do it, maybe they gotta be chaperoned.
So here's a question: is it for him? No, but no. You know what? I'm gonna make this is blanket.
Okay.
Is it okay to go on Instagram and find an Instagram model and pay that model to do a massage for you?
I don't think that's what he did.
No, I'm just asking.
Oh, you just random?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. The expectations, I think that the expectations have to be very clear and there has to be some conversation, right?
Do you think he was getting like real masseuses?
I think he was. I think one of the young girls even said, like, she thought this was going to kickstart her career more because, like, she's got a celebrity and she's doing his massages. And that's why she kept coming. She continued to come back because she was like, it was helping pub. I don't know. All I know is that I hope that you have learned your lesson, Deshaun Watson. Yeah. I hope you know whatever happens in the dark soon comes to the light.
And go to massage
and go to massage envy. Maybe even use, don't the NFL give you like masseuses? Like use them. Yeah. Keep it PG. If full body is out the question, let's eliminate the body. Like I already told you, let's do it up
It's a massage. How can you eliminate the body?
Well, sit in an ice bath.
He's a football player.
He can sit in an ice bath. You got things that like
maybe just request dudes from now on.
Ooh, excellent suggestion. Excellent. There we have it. We did it for you, Deshaun. Get your masseuse. Make sure it's a mister.
Yeah, man. And they probably can do your deep tissue with the
they
pressure
can
that
do
you
all
like.
That. You can do all that, and there's no like little itch or itch for you to be like, hey. Happy endings. No happy endings here. Okay. No happy endings. But welcome back, Deshaun Watson. We'll be back on the field with the Cleveland Browns. I'm very interested. I'm with you.
I'm going to be watching.
I think they're going to be booing them, of course. I think they're going to have women out there with their picket signs. Yeah. I think all of that's going to happen. I think it's no difference when Big Ben Roethlisberger
that shit got blown. That shit got blown right under the rug.
It did, but he had some people picking it for a little minute.
Please.
You right. It ain't nothing compared to Mike Vick. When them dogs, listen, they was out there the whole season. They was not playing with Michael Vick. But welcome back, Deshaun. We'll see what obviously, he's just gonna be coming like practice team, right? Because the Browns ain't really doing nothing. But welcome back. Okay, so football. Let's talk about a little. Well, first, before we get into a little bit of foolery, let's talk about picks. So when we talk about Super Bowl right now, looking at the NFL, NFC, AFC, who do you have going to the Super Bowl?
It's tough, man, because so when I talked to you earlier about nobody really should be paying attention to football in September and October, early October. Now we're in that second. Like, granted, you got to get those wins.
Now we're December. This is December ball time.
Now we're in December. It's time to roll.
December ball time. Yep. Okay.
So I'm thinking the teams that are trending up is San Fran and, like I said, Baltimore.
You got San Fran going for who? I said, okay. Let me read. My question is, who do you think is going to the Super Bowl based on what we're looking at right now?
Right now, the teams that I feel that are trending up: San Fran, Baltimore. Don't look at the record. Don't look at the record.
Why
Because the novices look at the record. You got to look at how they're playing now.
San Fran looking good.
San Fran's defense is dominating. They made the perfect trade for Christian McCaffrey.
Man,
Garoppolo out there balling.
He is. He's making it look so good.
What happens when Debo gets fully healthy? Them boys is trending.
So forget Minnesota.
Hell yeah.
Forget Philly.
Terrible.
Dallas.
Terrible.
Well, listen, now Dallas get
terrible.
If Dallas get
terrible.
If Dallas
terrible.
Terrible. There could really be some talks here. Stop playing. So don't let your emotions see. Sometimes that's the problem with fans and football. You let your emotions get the best of you. I'm talking about realistically here.
When does Dallas ever follow through? Outside of 94, 95, 96.
Excellent. You might be right. I mean, hands down, you know where I'm going. And not just because it's just what it is. I do think I'm with you. It's not always about the numbers, but you know I'm going. I got the Chiefs coming out, AFC, without a doubt. I mean, the road goes to the Chiefs' kingdom. So I got AFC there. You know, listen, I want to go with Philly because they look nice. They look nice right now. You know, the numbers look nice right now. But let me tell you, I got a sleeper for you. You can look nice to
be an airhead.
I got a sleeper for you. The Giants. I said what I said. Listen, I feel like if there's going to be some sunshine raining on someone, or shining on someone, I should say, it's going to be the Giants. So I hear you. I hear what you said. I heard you say San Fran and Baltimore. Terrible choice. Terrible choice. But you got it. Y'all heard it. Hit us up. Tell us who you think right now if we had to go and you were like, this is probably who's going to be our Super Bowl contenders. I want to hear from the people. Again, I think it's ludicrous that you haven't even considered the Chiefs, but neither here nor there. Y'all, let me get us out of here. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit foolery. Let's talk about some Odell Beckham.
All right, go.
So my man, he can't fall asleep on the plane?
Can't fall asleep.
It's ridiculous. Go get you a drink, your little snack, take your bathroom break, and come back with us in just a few. Be right back.
Set up automatic savings. Have a process in place at regular intervals, whether that's monthly, weekly, or even daily.
We'll be very unstoppable if we come on together and do everything as one. And it'll be something that'll be very, very amazing to see if that ever happens. If everybody comes together as one and just put all the bad things aside and just focus on the main goal, which is to make our community better. So.
Welcome back. It's the F Effect, your girl HILTOP. I got a guest host today, the one and only Courtney Haysaw, who is the co-host of This Podcast. Tell us a little bit about This Podcast.
Oh man, we're just a platform that want to, have dope conversations with dope people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not really a theme. You know what I mean? We talk about everything. You know what I mean? We talk about lifestyle. We talk about every once in a while we dibble and dabble into the the serious political conversations, man. But we just enjoy sitting down with the guests, having really good conversations, and overall just having a really good time.
I love it.
You know what I mean? There's no pressure when people come. You know what I mean? We welcome audience.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Who's been some of your guests?
Oh man, we've had So we have Squizzy, we've had K-Tone, we've
Denko
had,
favorites.
huh?
I said some of the Denko favorites.
Oh, yes, Denko favorites. Oh, we got Sheik on deck. Shout out to Sheik.
Okay, okay. I was like, can I get on? Can I be down?
Yeah,
Can I be down? I want to be
Sheik
down.
on deck, you know what I mean? Oh, we have my man Jamar Brown, JD,
Nice.
Dro. Jesus, the list go. Oh,
I know y'all had some heavy hitters though.
Kayla Ray, we've had Danae Simone, we've had Sheen So Cool. What up, Sheen?
Nice.
Jesus, man. Same Cloth Band, Museum for Black Girls.
Yeah, y'all do a mixture too. You bring community, you bring some little local politics. You do it all. You do it all.
My man Matt Roberts, Funny Matt. Jesus, we've had a lot of we've been fortunate for people to trust our platform, man, and come sit down and kick it with us. But I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to this show with Sheik. You know what I mean?
Hey.
The platform. It's one of my favorite organizations. Love them.
Okay.
And I'm kind of nervous though, man. I don't know what type of energy they gonna
Don't
bring.
be nervous.
Man.
Stop. Sure, they gonna bring the real as always. So tell people how can they find you? When do you record? When can they check you out?
Jesus, man, but we record on Friday evening, 7:30 at Lawrence and Lammer.
Shout out to Lawrence and Lammer.
Shout out to Lawrence and Lammer, man. The best
Black
shop,
company.
Man. Please go by there and get you some drip, man. You can give them our promo code with this podcast for a slight little discount.
Little slight discount. We like little slight discounts.
Some slight. And man, I gotta shout out my dogs, man.
Please, your co-host. What's
Jay, Uncle Damo.
What up, Jay?
What up, Damo? Jay? What up, Uncle Damo, man? Love those guys, man.
Yeah.
And, I think the biggest thing is that, this dot gives me an opportunity to have time with my friends, man. The guys I grew up with, man. And we're still bonded tight, and we just enjoy the time together. But yes.
Well, I've got the pleasure to sit in on it and catch you all in action. And it's an amazing show. So if you get a chance, check it out. This podcast, Courtney J and Uncle Damo.
And we're streaming on all streaming platforms and YouTube. And again, we shoot on Friday nights at 7:30. So if you want to come by, have a drink and some dope conversation, come through.
Cool. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And again, check that podcast out. So let's get to it. Talking a little foolery, okay? Mm-hmm. Before we got out of here, I know we started talking about what teams to look at as far as contenders. I brought up the idea of the Cowboys, and then I went on to say, Odell Beckham's free agent in the running. But let's talk about Odell. So foolery that happened earlier this week. Odell was asked to vacate the premises of an airplane. It looks like he was on the airline. And let me say, I'm not going to say the airline he was on because I too have had some issues with this airline. So I'm not even going to give them the pleasure. Yeah, they're bad. And the issue that I had was with the group of people, and it was something similar to this. Based on what they're saying is that the flight attendant tried to say that Odell was in and out of consciousness. And so this person, I believe it was a male, called for medics. When it came out back from Odell's side that was absolutely not true. It was a flight. He was extremely tired. He was asleep. And I guess the flight attendant wanted him to put on his seatbelt. Mm-hmm. And it was told that he refused to. And so I don't know how we got from refusing to put on a seatbelt to in and out of consciousness, to calling you a medic, to getting escorted off by the police. Odell's lawyer also spoke on his behalf and said that it was this was nothing but a zealous flight attendant who wanted to prove that he had the power to put him off of the plane. So how you feel about this, man? First of all, like I said, this airline is like shitty horrible. But what is
nice planes though?
Yeah, they kind of roomy, Yeah. But it's the constant that we do this. I mean, we talk about it tons on our show, and y'all probably have ain't we quick to highlight black men in the negative light? Like this seem like a story that ain't even relevant for me to even be talking about.
Can't sleep? We can't sleep now?
Can't go to sleep? You can't be tired?
Yo, he's leaving Miami. Ain't no telling what time that
Y'all know what happens in Miami. Yeah. Like he was kicking it. Like
chilling.
What I don't understand, and let's be very clear on the seatbelt. It is a rule. You gotta have your seatbelt on. Do you know how many?
But maybe he's like, you ain't never been asleep. But you're asleep, but you're anticipating something. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna get these Z's real quick, but then I gotta make sure I'm still locked in. So when they finally tell me that when the plane get ready to go, I make sure I got my shit.
You're buckled up.
I'm buckled up.
Listen,
So
I'm all
I'm
for
in
the
and out.
seatbelt. I'm
I'm
all
in
for
and
the
out.
seatbelt. You know how many people don't buckle them seatbelts at all? Like, and again, I'm not making it right, but I'm saying this is one of them situations. I'm like, let that brother sleep. And what is a quick tap on the shoulder, like, get up? Like, again, we don't know the facts, but
Sir, can you buckle your seatbelt?
Thank you. And maybe what the flight person is saying, he got like, no, I don't want to buckle. But I can't imagine that if I'm sleeping, it's like, all right, I got you. Right. I just felt like this was not a story that needed to get all the recognition that it got, especially at a time where this brother is looking to jump on a team.
But they're saying it's not going to affect.
And they did. That's the great thing.
They're saying it's not going to affect.
Which is the great thing. Because I think sometimes the NFL understands too, and these teams, like, let these men breathe. Let them live.
We can't breathe.
But y'all gotta escort him out, go get him, make a mockery of him and a fool of him. Like, enough is enough. Stop doing this. Stop making our brothers, especially these athletes, like, stop making an example of them. Like, I can imagine that so many other people have done this and they probably did not get an escort. Nope. And they probably didn't say, oh my gosh, he said we need ambulance. Like, where's ambulance at? Like, I think this story is crazy. So I hope that this doesn't go against anything. This doesn't bring any bad light to him. And I hope the teams are still all on board. It's just unfortunate because Odell he's in the news, right?
Man, but then also imagine if you didn't have the money to have like a high price lawyer.
Yep.
You know what I mean? To actually advocate for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the correct way, in the proper channel.
Well, some are saying, why didn't he advocate for himself? You know, that's been a talk. Like, why make it something bigger and get your lawyers involved? I mean, definitely they can get involved in the situation.
Because he's high profile.
But he couldn't speak for himself.
Because he's high profile, dude.
I got you.
Have your lawyers talk.
So don't go to your live and be like, man, you see what they trying to do? They're trying to take me out. Okay.
No, because anything can be used against you in the court of law.
Absolutely. That's so true.
Have your lawyers talk, man. That's what you pay them for.
Well, speaking about how we are viewing black athletes and black entertainers and just black males in the media, you know, it's been this whole riff for the past few weeks with Kyrie Irving, and you know what happened with him speaking about a film that caught him a lot of backlash, that he was anti-Semitic and all of this stuff, and you had tons of people from, you know, Charles Barkley's and your Shannon Sharp, everybody kind of like, no, dude, he needs to stop, he's doing all this, to now a lot of people like backing it up, backing it up, and starting to really go to bat for this brother.
Because information is coming out. And I think where a lot of people mess up is they just jump out there on a wave without really knowing the history,
knowing the facts,
and knowing the facts of what it means to be anti-Semitic, or maybe not what it means to be anti-Semitic, but who is Semitic?
Yeah, and what does it look like? And
what does it look like?
What is it about of using things about how we tend to educate ourselves and learn more, and taking that as like, oh, we're anti this or with this? Nah, I mean, I think knowledge is power, and so that's something that is continuing. And Kyrie is big for always just learning more. So I bring this to the forefront because just like Odell Beckham, it was a lot just beating this situation. And we had a lot of players, including the one and only, the other GOAT of basketball, like to say, LeBron James, who originally went against Kyrie, right? In recent media, there was a picture that came out of Jerry Jones, which is the Dallas Cowboys owner, of him when he was the integration of black students into schools. Yeah. And so the picture is up. This is the picture that came out. And again, kind of just got wiped under the rug. Like, we saw it and that was it. There was not really a lot of media on it. There was not really a lot of outrage about it. And so recently, LeBron, after getting interviewed, decided to pause the media and say, hey, I got to ask a question. So not too long ago, my brother Kyrie was under the heat for comments or whatever he said. And he questioned them why no one had asked him about this picture that had circulated for Jerry Jones. And really basically tried to like double down and say, listen, we constantly are beating up black man. I'm a black man when something happens. But here, this white owner is caught in this picture and it hasn't been discussed. Yeah. So, my question to you is, do you feel like LeBron has a valid point? Or do you feel like maybe, just maybe a little bit, LeBron is trying to cover his ass for the previous comments where he was not defending Kyrie. He was not at all.
Yeah, LeBron has a point, right? But I also think that, you know, he's doing some cleanup. He's doing some cleanup with us. Like, yeah, and the funny thing about it, man, if you watch our pod, I am a huge LeBron fan. Love LeBron. I love everything. I love everything LeBron is doing. But
he's
I think
talented.
he stepped out. I think he got into an arena where he wasn't really equipped.
Well, let me hold you real quick. Let's check out the comments. Let's hear what he actually said.
Okay.
And I do believe these are going to be the comments that he said in regards to Jerry Jones.
Okay.
So before you guys leave,
I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it.
Say what you want about LeBron James, and we can all.
So yeah, that was LeBron's statement, and he got up and walked off. Mic drop. Mic drop though. These hoes like, and I said what I said. I'm gone.
Man.
So yeah, you think he's saving face?
Yeah. I think Bron is saving face, man. You know, I think Bron kind of stepped in an arena where he wasn't really, you know what I mean, fully equipped, and then the information started to come out. He started to catch a little backlash, you know what I mean? Because I think we are on this, in this
cancel culture.
Yeah, we're in cancel culture, but I think as a people, man, I think we're in this world, we're in this vibe now where we need to start sticking together.
Yeah.
You know
Period.
what I mean? Like we need to start sticking together, and I think
Period.
When the minister kind of came out and put that out there, like, look, man.
Farrakhan.
Yeah, like we need to start sticking together and being, as opposed to being so quick to ridicule each other. And then when the information started to actually come out, like the historical facts, right? It kind of had to make it kind of had to make some people back off their stances.
And the crazy thing is, the man never, Kyrie is now I'm talking about, he never said go do this, pay this attention. It was just like, let me check this out, what it is. Like even Adam Stern, the NBA commissioner, said Silver, my bad. Stern is. Oh, okay. Silver Stern, no. Adam Silver came out and said, R.I.P. He said that after viewing the actual document, he was more certain than ever that the comments made against Kyrie were inaccurate. So you got to take the time to educate yourself and see, like you said, Minister Farrakhan came out, Dr. Umar, like it's been so many people that really are giving us the historical back.
Who know what they're talking about.
Who know what they're talking about. Who do this. Historians who look this up and really tap into that. So, and it's sad how quick we are just to be like, kick a brother down. Because Kyrie has really, even when you go back to COVID, like, that was that man's choice. This was his choice. Like, these are still human beings who have choices, who do more than just shut up and dribble. So, I too felt the same way. I thought, great, LeBron, great for you to bring this attention. But, the photo is pretty shitty. But, I feel like he kind of pushing it a little bit. I feel like he's trying it. He's trying to take it to the next level.
But I think, so what's tricky about the photo, right, is I feel like it could be interpreted so many different ways.
Agreed.
So like when Jerry Jones comes out and says, "Yo, I was just there being curious," it looks like he's there being curious, right? Like it really looks like he's there, like. Good. Yeah, but it kind of looks, but he can get that off.
He can get that off.
Like just keep it 100. Just looking at his face, he can get that off to say, you know what, I was being curious.
And not only can he get it off, the media is not going to play to it. That's what I'm saying. They picked the narrative. They picked the narrative for us. Yeah. And that's what's unfortunate. That's what we're talking about. And so with even getting there, let's jump off of this and go back to another brother who is constantly misunderstood in the media. Let's talk about Yeezy. Now, you know, I'm sorry. Is it Yee or Ye? Because it's Ye, right? But it looked like Yee. It's called Yee. Listen, I'm that one. Because he say, you don't respect me when I tell you my name. It ain't Kanye. It's Ye or Yee. It's Ye. Okay. I thought it was Ye, but I thought everybody been calling him Yee. I don't
can't
know.
Mess with Ye no more, man.
You can't mess with Ye? Come on.
Ye crazy, man.
As everyone knows, or maybe you don't, two like wild things that have happened. And one, I know Trump has officially declared he's running for president in 2020, 2024. Okay. As well as our dear brother, Ye. Did we? Woo! We hype? Let's go, Ye. Are we hype for this or not? You not hype for Ye? You more hype for Trump?
Huh?
Are you hype for Trump?
No, Kansas is hype for Trump.
You tried it. You tried it. Ain't that something? Don't do it,
Kansas gonna be red as some cheese.
Let me tell you something. Kansas, I think we went blue. Nah, we always red. Anywho, so what's up? You ain't happy that we got a young brother from the hip hop culture? From the culture? Running for president?
Man, yo, Ye. And it's funny, yo, like me, Uncle Damo, and Jay, we talk about this all the time.
What? Say it. Like,
yo, I'm lost for words, man. I wish they would stop putting the mic in his face.
Everybody ain't made to be on the mic.
Yeah, like they put a mic in it. It's like it's almost like they're literally turning him into a caricature. It's like they're literally allowing this man. Yes, because they know he's been they know,
a character. This is who this man is.
No, but they know this man's not well.
I guess when you start to talk about the mental health and what he's going through,
he's
absolutely.
Not well. He's not well.
But let's be clear.
Kanye
has been Kanye. When I saw his documentary when his mother was still alive, he's been
like
this live wire. I'm that dude. Look at me, narcissistic somewhat.
And that's fine.
And a genius, right? Because he's amazing. His mind is like a genius mind. He doesn't always articulate his things. But I want to go back to a point you just said. You said, we've got to get to a point where we support each other. Because he's a black man. Hear me out. Because he's a black man. You look at a Trump who can grab women by the coochie, who can do everything he wants. Crazy, right? But white's still gonna support white. Let's call it what it is. You know, my fear is that I think that Kanye is doing and acting out some of this so that he can get these different votes.
Yay 2024.
Yay 2024. Let's go. Now let me tell you something. If we're talking about the culture and the support, do we say, even though this brother may have some issues and there's some things he got to get tacked, we ride with him because we believe he's gonna be for us? Because that's what we did for Barack Obama.
Yeah, it's not crazy. He's just misunderstood. Man.
Let's
like,
go.
I
Thank
get
you.
It. Like, I get it. Like, yo, listen.
I'm misunderstood.
I'm
just a man whose intentions are good.
Yo, like I want to support him so bad, but you know, I'm of the thought that you just can't get behind everything.
You can't. I agree. I totally agree.
Like yo, that man ain't misunderstood. That man don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Stop it. Stop. Listen. There are some narratives that I think he absolutely does talk about. Again, I don't want to get on. I don't want to get on this.
He gaslights.
I want to respect everyone. But when he says some of the things on who leads the media, who leads the narrative, I think some of that is somewhat true. I do think there's some areas in which there's certain cultures or certain individuals or certain clusters of people that dominate in those areas.
But that's not saying nothing. But that's not saying nothing new. That doesn't make him a genius.
That's very true. I didn't say that. Comment made
no, but I'm saying like,
yeah.
in my opinion, he's saying shit that people been saying for years.
And it's because it's affecting him right now.
And somebody tried to say he's like, dog. Everybody knows that that media is ran by a certain group of people.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that people with a certain amount of money is going to have their way in this world.
And they're going to have the higher
Everybody knows that, like, the things that he's saying, if you don't already understand this and acknowledge this, you are literally sleeping under a rock, right? In my opinion. And people say that he's misunderstood. I like Ye for his musical talents.
Okay.
Right? I don't like Ye for his political commentary.
Yeah.
And
you don't know shut the fuck up. And sometimes he needs to shut the fuck up. Like we got to get to a place that's not where you are great at.
And
like,
where he lost me is, like I said, Jay, Uncle Damo, and myself, we talk about this all the time. He gaslights us as a people. Why in the world?
Fair.
What makes you wear the White Lives Matter shirt?
He crazy as hell.
If it's not to gaslight, if it's not to garner a reaction at the.
I'm gonna tell you what the brother said.
What did he say?
My baby mama white lives matter. That's what the brother said. This is what the brother said.
What reaction?
My baby mama white lives matter.
Okay, whatever.
He support his baby mama. Can he not support his baby mama? If I put on a This Dot podcast, I'm supporting you and your crew on the podcast. Can he not say that?
What makes the man go out there and say a bold-faced lie about the death of George Floyd if he ain't gaslighting black people?
Let me tell you something. George Floyd and them people need to go and get their little money. That was totally inaccurate, and that was one of the things that I was like,
It's a guy this dude is going to spend the rest of his life in prison for the death of George Floyd. And you went up there and literally put out disinformation.
Because those are the things, like when y'all get to the bottom of the bottom, this man is running for president.
But what makes you put the Make America Great Trump hat on? Like, dog, you know.
I don't have. I can't. I don't got all the answers.
But you know what type of response you're gonna get when you do that.
I don't got all the answers, but I will tell you, I know that he's running for president, and some of this stuff is just a political ploy. Like, if you put on White Lives Matter, if you say things like he said about George Floyd, rest in peace, George Floyd, and shout out to y'all family, because that's horrible that they had to deal with that and hear those comments. He is going to spark something in, I don't want to say white America, but he's going to spark something that maybe a person's going to be like, oh, this guy's, that's how we think. I think this is all going to his campaign. I think, unfortunately, it's doing a little bit of selling your soul, right?
That man has mental health issues.
He does have that.
And he's a person who feels like any publicity is good publicity.
He sure does.
And he uses
and
black,
it's going to be.
But check this out. When shit got hot for him, he came back to us.
I do say that.
And because we allow that, right? He goes out and says some outlandish shit that nobody told him to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And okay, now you said it, all right?
Yeah.
And you say that, and then you come back to us and say, why ain't we supporting you?
Yeah, he's wild.
Why are all the black and then now anybody can get it. Now he's talking about Jay-Z could get it.
Yeah,
he goes at the minister.
Everybody.
He like now everybody can get it. So this dude is literally in this space where he's just like, I'm spazzing out.
I'm spazzing.
I'm mentally ill.
He needs some love.
And anybody can get
He's
it.
mentally ill. He's lost his family. I totally agree. I've had tons of these conversations, and I do say that's my one thing with him. I really got respect for Kanye, but it's one of those things that, like, when have you rocked for the black? When have you done something like for us? You a billionaire. You are one of the few black billionaires. You saw Robert Smith, who went and said, I'm paying and covering all y'all debt that went to Morehouse. I don't feel like Kanye's done anything like to have our back and to lift us up, but you were right. The second things get hot and he's like, I need my support, he comes to the black people. I do agree with that 100%.
And you can't live in that space. It's like, okay, I I can't give George Floyd's family money for his daughter, right? I can't give his family money and then on the back end say he didn't die.
He didn't die, yeah.
Because of that man's knee on his neck.
And he only gave that money because that was what was right to do at that time.
No,
right?
but I'm saying, but you can't do both. Like Hill, I can't pay you because something tragic happened in your family, right? And then come right back on the back end and say a bold-faced lie about you 2 years later.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
He's got some mental issues. Can we acknowledge that? He says he's bipolar, right? I think he said he's been diagnosed with being bipolar. So, listen.
Who you vote for, Hill? Kanye or Trump?
What? Stop playing. You duh. Yay 24.
You know you're a red state. Yay
24. Yay 24. We going yay 24. Like if I gotta pick between the two, I'm picking yay, right?
I mean, if Ye was in this room, man, would you give him a hug?
Absolutely, and I would hug him hard.
He needs one.
And I would say, brother, I got you.
He needs one. He needs one of them
He needs
them
a
black
good
mama
hug.
hugs.
He needs a good hug, a whole lot of prayer. Because there are still some things that I really like about it. He's grounded. He always is spitting that faith, and there's some good things about him. But he is off a path. A lot of people say it's the curse of the Kardashians. It's this. I don't want to give them people that much power, but I do think he's went astray. Not having his mother, not having the love. He constantly feels like his kids have been taken away from him. So he's dealing with a lot of stuff personally. And it doesn't make for a good candidate for president, right? It blowing my mind. Like, yeah. Now, he was on the ballot last time because I went ahead and checked that ballot.
Somebody said that George Floyd did have fentanyl in his system, but that's not.
But that's not the reason.
Say, but that's not what that's not what was determining the cause of his death.
Right. They say a lot of people have fentanyl in their system when they die, but that still is not always the determining factor of their death. That's just what it is.
So they determined that his death was because that he was on that man's.
Yeah, he was definitely out of line for that, and I hope he apologized to the family. I just hope he starts thinking before he speaks, and unfortunately, I don't think he is. I think that what we see, is about to get even more crazier.
He's gonna drop an album, and what are we gonna do? We're gonna buy that shit.
Well, I mean, he lost his Adidas deal.
Fuck that.
Which that don't probably mean nothing. Dropped him from a millionaire to a millionaire.
No, but they're calling, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so he gets mad. Like, I don't know why he got mad at the minister. So all the I was like, yo, all he said was, dude, he didn't even question. He just said, man, I'm really wondering if these guys are really billionaires, because how can you go from a billionaire to a millionaire in a day? These cats start taking their deals, and then all of a sudden your evaluation drops. But I'm just saying that to say this. It's like yo, like everything for this dude is just like to feed his ego.
It is. He got some issues. I'm just saying, let's help him and build him up and support him to get the help he needs, and because maybe he will do great things for Black people, but I don't know. It's suspect.
And we shouldn't turn our back. And
it's suspect.
Someone talked about he has mental issues. He has mental health issues. And we should, you know what? We shouldn't turn our back on him, but he has to give us. He has to take accountability, and he has to give us a reason to support him.
Yeah.
It
can't just be for his selfishness and what he needs at that time.
Yeah, when everybody's catching a stray.
Yeah.
Like you can have your best friend, right? Y'all all can have a girls' night out, and it's always that one that just get a little too drunk. And then now all hell done broke loose amongst the girls. And the one that's drunk is sending strays for everybody.
Yep. Yeah, he coming at him. Jay, Beyonce, all y'all can.
And it ain't gonna be no fixing it until y'all sit down at the brunch with no alcohol and it's some straightening.
And call that shit out.
You call it out and you apologize, and they bring it back to the table, and you're like, you know what? You was bugging. Yo, we love you.
I don't know who Kanye has to do that for him. I don't know if he has that, because I definitely don't think he has the right people surrounded by him. Again, there's all these different levels. I do feel like we go hard at this brother sometimes. I do feel like he needs to shut his mouth sometimes about the things that he knows nothing about. I also feel like he got to pick a side, right? Like, I'm with you. You go from just pushing Trump to White Lives Matter to he is straddling the fence again. I think it's all has a lot to do with his political run and where he's about to go. I think he's trying to get some votes, and he needs votes from white America, right? And so,
but they're saying so a comment came across that said,
shout out to everybody checking hollering at the show. All love, we appreciate y'all. Keep commenting.
So a comment came across that said he's not
from who?
Mr. Eggplant.
Mr. Ed. Oh. Wait a minute, Mr. Ed.
Nah. That's supposed to
Oh my gosh, you get on my nerves. That's not that person's name.
My eggplant and your mama.
That's the name. No.
What up, eggplant?
Is that really the name?
No, that's his name. Eggplant. What up, man?
Okay, my eggplant and your mama. So you go for the milfs, okay?
So he said he's not crazy. Y'all just thinking with the conditioned slave mentality. Now, I beg to differ.
Okay, Mr. Eggplant.
I think we starting to feel. I think when people get to like when people start to acting erratic like this, what's free about that?
Let's be clear. Kanye been erratic for a little minute. George Bush don't like black people.
He ain't doing this though.
George Bush don't like black people. Taylor Swift, I respect you. But Beyonce had top selling record. Like, he been off his record for a bit. That's what I'm saying. A lot of who he is who he is. If you go and watch that documentary, when he was coming up and he was doing, that man was showing, like, this is who I am. I'm full of me. I love me. I want me to be great. Me. He's kind of been like that. From
that
even times.
Free?
Does that make him free?
Yeah.
I think there's a sense of freedom when you don't give a fuck what people say.
He gives a fuck.
To an extent.
He gives a fuck.
He does, but he keeps saying and doing.
He gives a fuck,
He keeps saying and doing the stuff that is evoking these kind of conversations.
And the thing about it, you better be careful because he gonna get hit with that.
He said, "Listen,
that Alex." No. Listen, he gonna get hit with that. With that, he gonna get. He ain't ready for that Alex Jones lawsuit that Alex Jones got from InfoWars. He ain't ready for that.
I don't know about that, but let me tell you, he has made statements like he's made the statements that like, take my life. If me talking means you taking my life, take my life. He has this. I do really feel like he is living his freest self. Like, I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Everybody's not gonna like it. I'm not made for everybody. Everybody's not made for me. Here's my voice. Here's what I'm saying, and it's my opinion. I can say it and vote for me for president. Hit your ass with that and tack that vote for me. Vote for me for president. He wild. It's a wild boy. I love you, Kanye. I hope that you get the help, the direction you need. Just get a publicist. I think it's some little things he could do. He could just get the right people in the right places to help him, like I said, articulate his words, what he's trying to say. Even if he wants to say it in this like political ruffle your feathers way, I still think that he needs a team around him to help him with this. And I just hope he's getting the right team because I think he just brought on somebody he's
a slave to the media.
He is a media whore.
If that's the thing, if we slaves, he's a slave to the media.
He's a media whore.
Why don't you just go off the grid? Just go off the grid and
I think he did try to for like 15 days.
Dude.
I think he said, I'm shutting this shit down.
Dave went off the grid. Dave went off the grid.
Dave went off the grid. We didn't see that brother for 10 years.
Dave turned the bag down and went off the grid.
He did. And that's his man.
That's his man to them. If Kanye want to be free, if Kanye want to say, hey, I ain't fucking y'all crazy. I'm the one that's fully enlightened. I'm the one who know all this shit that y'all don't know. Just keep the shit to yourself and go off the grid and stay off the camera and live your life. Fuck Adidas. Fuck Balenciaga. Fuck all these deals that you got on the table.
Own shit. Produce your own shit. Do your own thing. I really hope that's what
But you need partners. So you are a slave. You need partners.
You do.
He can't go. He don't got the bread to go out there and do it by himself. He needs partners.
Sway had the answers for him. He just didn't listen to Sway. He could have been doing his thing.
Go off the grid.
Shout out to Kanye West, man. It's all love over here for me, Kanye. Yeah, keep your head up. Keep doing your thing. Yeah. I think that's enough on my crazies. I think we've had a good show. I'm super excited that you was able to be here with us. Again, I hope everyone make sure they check out this podcast where y'all can hear a lot more of this going on. But before we get out of here, we have a tradition. We got to always do what we do, and that's jump into our fashion segments before we take y'all out. So this week I focused on one of my favorites, the good old reliable sturdy hoodie.
Sturdy.
Hoodies!
Hoodie.
Where the hoodies at?
Hoodie.
Where my hoodies at? So a hoodie, man, there's so many ways that you can wear a hoodie. It's hoodie season. You know, it's crazy because when you
Is
go
you wearing
back...
your hoodie or your man's hoodie?
Both.
That's
I can
the
do a little
question.
bit of both.
Man, you
I can do a
got
little bit of both. I can get in his hoodie. I can get in my hoodie. You know, I like a crop hoodie for the ladies. I can get in his hoodie when I'm just at the house feeling a little cozy.
Y'all always taking our good hoodies too.
Yeah, we do. I love a hoodie.
Yeah.
I think
Y'all
somebody
take
just
those.
I think somebody just got a song out. I think Ari Lennox song called Hoodie. But
Yeah.
I wanted to really hit on hoodies because when you go back and you think about the history of when we talk about black men in hoodies and how it's been a threat, right? Like when you see a black man in a hoodie, it's like, you know. You go to the horrible story of Trayvon Martin, right? Like in a hoodie, he's a threat.
Yeah.
Hoodies have been turned around. Everybody's wearing hoodies. You got little white suburbia kids. You got women. I mean, hoodies are even something that can go and walk into a conference room at the office, right? You put a hoodie on with a blazer, you set. So I wanted to really just highlight the hoodie because, one, I think the hoodie comes from the culture, right? I think that's our thing. Yeah. It's just like the fitted hat. But two, like, be clear. Hoodies can be upscale. They can be downscale. You see this one right here. She got on skirt, her little tie up heel. She going to her favorite little football game. Crop hoodie, right? Like, so yeah.
She cropped her man's old hoodie. She got this,
and that's fine.
Man, the went in there and got her man's brand new hoodie and cropped it.
I'm all about the DIY? Yes. Yeah, I'm all about designing your own.
These Freudian slips going on.
Whatever. I'll fuck some shit up, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, sir. You know what I mean. So yeah, just shout out to the hoodie. Shout out to the hoodie. Wear your hoodie. This is hoodie season. Make sure you get your hoodie on when it's cold. Get you a this dot. Yeah, hoodie's please. A good one where you can put, you know, your little logos. You can do whatever you want. You can graphic it up. You can go baggy. You know, it's still that classic hoodie of just baggy. It's a day. You got here a little cute, little high dress, little low high. So yeah, I love a hoodie. And again, it's one of those things we take it back where people think like, oh, your hoodie, you're a threat. Nope. Hoodie mean I'm just in style. We in style. I'm styling. I'm styling and profiling. Look at this hoodie. Oh, cute. With her little heels.
You want to be low, man. You got to get your hoodie too if you want to be low, man.
Yeah, a hoodie do keep you incognito, low profile. Yeah, there go Kanye right there. Shout out to Yeezy. So yeah, so that's it. That's the show, y'all. That's the show. Another great show. Again, thank you so much. Shout out to our guest, Mr. Courtney Haysaw.
Thank you.
It has been a pleasure having you here, being able to talk some football. This week, remember the Chiefs are taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Woo! Gonna be a hell of a game. So what? I think y'all originally had prime time. Are they moving us to prime time?
Oh no, y'all playing us.
Oh, so when we play y'all 2 weeks from now. But I thought this coming up week, y'all in Baltimore. You in Baltimore had the primetime game, and they switched y'all.
HILTOP.
Okay.
The primetime game was Sunday night, Broncos Chiefs.
Oh,
y'all
in 2
playing
weeks?
at 2:30.
Whatever.
Because we're so bad.
So we're bad. So now they moved our game up. Well, that's 2 weeks from now. Just know this coming up week, the Broncos will be taking on the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to be taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Make sure you tune in. We'll be talking about it next week.
Can I say thank you to you?
Sure.
And my cousin.
Yeah.
Not here smooth. I mean, I don't know if I can use y'all governments. Man, and shout out to the AHRR Network.
AHRR Network, what up, though? And to our sponsor, The Power of One. Remember, it's more power. It's more power in one. What is it? I don't know their theme. I'm sorry, I messed that up. My bad, Power of One. But we know y'all are. Shout out to The Power of One. Thank y'all for being a sponsor to the beautiful AHRR Network. And absolutely, you can say thank you to us, just like we said thank you to you.
Yes, man. And shout out to This Dot Pod. We got hoodies. We got This
hoodies.
Dot Pod.
Get your hoodie season.
And
get it up.
If I could leave you with anything, man, if you don't want to be a slave, go off the grid. Get off the camera.
That's what you're leaving us with?
Get off the airwaves.
Okay.
Nobody fucks with
Go off the grid. Go off the grid.
Shit, Mos Def did it. Got off the grid.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I think he's trying to tell you just go off the grid.
Just go off the grid, yeah, man. You can be as smart as you want to be, man. Just you can keep all that knowledge to yourself. Nobody want that shit you talking about anymore.
Don't do that. We love you. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Make sure that y'all check us out next Thursday, 8:00 right here. It's the F Effect where we're talking all things football and foolery. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody that's chimed in. Shout out to our network, Power of One, and then of course This Dot Podcast. Make sure you check them out. Until next time, y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. Peace, love, blessings. We out.
Yes.
Gone.
Thank you.